All right, we have a bronze 2 Lucio. Now, if you want to coach it yourself, feel free to join the Discord, like and subscribe, even if you don't like the video or whatever, just like the video. Even if you think the video is okay, like the video, just like it. It'd be absolutely awesome. All right, we're going to move on forward.
Get off my lawn.
Okay. All right, let's talk about this real quick. You want to be looking for value. So, for example, you kind of sat like right out in the open, like right over here, and kind of just like look back and forth a little bit. Not really sure like what exactly is going on, trying to assess the situation, everything like that. You want to be looking for damage ASAP. So, for example, does anybody need healing? I guess you're Doomfist a little bit, but that's not really important, I guess, because he's about to go in, so you don't need to be on your speed or on your heal. You need to be on your speed boost. So you can go around your speed boost. Maybe you can even go like right over here, look for some damage right there, or even preferably, since there is a widow right there. I think she shot a shot already, so you do know that she's there. Probably just look for some damage like this way. Like, just look for any sort of damage. You can even sit on point. Look for damage at all. Just keep on looking for damage. Use your speed boost. If somebody gets hurt, somebody needs healing, you swap to healing, and if they like are going to die, then you use your amp to give more healing. So, for example, right there, kind of rotating right here, separates you from your team, doesn't really give you a whole lot of value as well. You probably should be already on point right here, because this would have been a very good time to start amp healing, just because your Doomfist is decently low, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get enough healing because this is bronze, so you don't know if Nana is going to hit their shots. Okay, nice. Unfortunately, though, that rotate right over there kind of got your Doomfist killed because your Doomfist went in. Those heals right there would have been super important for that Doomfist. Probably could have kept him alive. As well as amp healing right here. Does anybody need healing? The answer is no. So you can speed boost. Maybe speed boost your team in a little bit, get them to do some more damage right over here. Look for damage yourself right over here. Look, just keep an eye on exactly where the widow is. Avoid the widow, and just keep looking for damage. Keep looking for shots. Keep looking to do anything, as well as make sure when you are being able to like speed boost and everything like that, you can like touch the wall for a second. You can kind of jump forward a little bit more faster. You can do that same thing over here. You can kind of like grab this wall right over here. You can speed boost yourself right over there. Or even if you're confident with your how you can move with Lucio, aka wall climbing, you can climb up here, then you can climb up right up here, and then you can rotate like right around here a little bit, because this is bronze. I highly doubt they're going to be able to kill you. You can rotate right around here, and then you can kind of dive this widow right here, just so the widow isn't able to get any like of a kill or anything like that. That could be value as well. But once again, I mean, even on top of that, you probably could throw yourself right here, and then right up on against this wall, or the statue right here, and then right here, and then you can dive them like that. But that's kind of the straight shot, and it could get you killed semi easily if the widow plays, or if the widow sees you. All right, moving on. Thankfully, the soldier was able to get a kill. Keep looking for damage. This is an example of when you're gonna want to like use healing. You don't need to amp up. You don't need to use amp or anything like that yet, since everybody is fine. But wow, that okay. That Bastion was gonna shoot till he dies. For example, right here, speed boost. Perfect time to speed boost. You're kind of sitting on heals a little bit too much right here. You want to be speed boosting. Nobody needs healing, so you're gonna be speed boosting. You want to speed boost your team around, give that Genji extra movement, give your Doomfist extra movement. Your Doomfist is fine right now. He's got the Mega as well, so he's going to be able to grab the Mega, or he's not going to go for it. And he's going to unfortunately die. As well as, if Doomfist dies right there, not really a whole lot you can do. Maybe, just maybe, you could have like rotated a little bit earlier over on this side right over here, but I don't blame you for that at all. The wall riding, kind of like wall riding a little bit too long this way. It's just a straight shot, so it's a free kill on you. So your best bet is dash like right over here, go right over here, and throw yourself on point. You want to be on point here, and you want to get ready for whatever damage that's going to be incoming. So for example, let's say the Venture decides to dive like right over here. There's a chance that you might be able to boop her off. Unlikely, because she does have an ability that helps her get back on the high ground, but since this is bronze, you never know. So preferably, what could have been a like maybe one fight, if you could make a play, turned into like almost a guaranteed loss, just because you kind of like walked on the wall right here the entire time. You want to go back, rotate with your team, give them a little bit of a speed boost to begin with, and when they need healing, you swap over to healing, and then when they like are going to die and they need healing, that's when you use your amp to heal them even more. We're gonna speed up right here. Your best bet right now. What I'm kind of hoping is okay, your Doomfist is gonna go in, unfortunately, which isn't really the best. You're gonna want to like kind of regroup right here. Just see if you can get your see if you can help your Doomfist out or help anyone out. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even help your Doomfist right there. Your Doomfist fed, not really a whole lot you can do. That's the unfortunate part about having a Doomfist in bronze is they're going to feed like crazy. And it's unfortunate. Not really a whole lot you can do. But your best bet is kind of just sit back for a minute and regroup. Maybe even walk back a little bit. Spam group up a little bit. Just maybe wait until... See if you can convince your team to not go full send into the enemy team. That's your best bet. But I mean, I guess... Never mind. I guess the whole entire team decides to back up. Normally, what happens is the team's going to push up, and they're kind of going to like push right up into this area right over here. No, they're all going to sit on point, and they're going to stay on point. So what you can do is honestly just look for damage. That's all you got to do. You can go right over here. You can just keep shooting right over in this area right here. You can even go where they are right over here. You can look for damage right over here. Just be ready to speed boost out if you need to and rotate back just in case they cut you off or anything like that. Because, I mean, I can already see that happening. You don't know that's happening, though. Maybe they won't. The Venture's going to. Okay. Once again, look where you're looking. Look where the whole situation's going on. Right over here. Does your Ana actually have nade right here? This would be a massive nade if your Ana is able to get that off. Once again, look what's going on in front of you. This is actually a really good amp peel right here, though. Nice ult. Look for the damage on the Mauga. Mauga's the only one that's killable. He's pretty low. He's free kill. Unfortunately, though, it took a little bit too long. Didn't really capitalize on that. Life Over took a little too long to grab it as well. Don't rotate back either, because this game, or this is still winnable, like massively winnable still. You used to be to keep your team alive. Keep your team alive for a little bit longer, just because they have tree. More than likely not going to be able to die unless they're anti. Ana hit him pretty nice anti. Probably could have hit it a little bit sooner, but I'm not going to blame her. Again. All right. So from here as well, this is a pretty good time to kind of look for an opportunity to boop people towards... oh, he canceled it. This is kind of a good opportunity to start like looking for people that you can boop towards the enemy team or towards your team to get a free kill. So for example, you can hear the Bastion is shooting right back there, and you know that there's multiple people focused on this Ana right over here, so you don't need to focus on the Ana as well. You can actually go right over here. You could even like give a boop right here and then go back for a second. So like go like that, boop, walk back behind cover, and kind of just leave him distracted and have him focus on you a little bit, because there's a chance that you're probably not going to be able to kill the Doom or the Bastion. So you're going to like just boop him, distract him a little bit, just focus on distracting that Bastion. If you can kill him, very impressive. I think his turret form's actually almost up right now. So as soon as his turret form's done, you can probably amp heal yourself even and finish off the Bastion right here. Okay, the Ana gets a kill. Nice boop. As well as look where you're at. Use a little bit more cover. Kind of sitting out in the wide in the open. You don't want to be like your soldier. You kind of want to be like what your Doomfist is doing right now. He's kind of playing cover right here, but he's kind of just using it to set up for punch. Look where your Ana is. Your Ana is using cover. This isn't really ideal for cover. You can kind of position yourself like right over here, or maybe even right in the middle spot, just so you can rotate like a little bit more further out and everything like that. Or if you do notice that the whole entire enemy team just respawned, you can kind of capitalize on that, and you can maybe even speed boost yourself right over here, give yourself a, or boop the Mauga forward like that, and then you can kind of rotate out right here and focus on fighting the Bastion. You can easily do that. It's a little bit harder to do that like in higher ranks. For example, like probably Diamond, you'd probably die trying to do that, rotating out like that. But since this is Bronze 2, you can take advantage of that. I mean, even in Platinum, you could probably do that. Again, keep looking for that damage. Look for damage, damage. Once again, does anyone need healing? No. So focus on only amping when they absolutely need your amp. When you can predict that they're probably going to take a lot of damage, that's when you're going to want to amp heal. Okay. No need to amp even there. You're fine. Their Mauga is dead, so go right over here. You can speed boost as well. You got to be speed boosting a little bit more. You're like only healing once again, or mainly healing. You can speed boost right here. Nobody needs healing. As well as amp heal. Who needs amp heal? Well, the answer is no one, once again. So you got to focus on that. That's a common mistake even people in Diamond make when it comes to Lucio, is not knowing when to amplify their heals. They just pop it, and then they'll just pray for the best. So I'm not going to blame you. Don't feel bad that you're doing it. Like, everyone, players, even in Diamond, do it. But if you can catch on to that early when you're playing Lucio, then you'll become like... You become 10 times better. Straight up 10 times better. Okay. Once again, kind of sit out in the open. You could use speed boost right here as well. If your team doesn't need healing, speed boost. So they got a Lucio. This would have been a perfect time to kind of like amp heal, just because they're walking in, and now look at your team's health. This would have been a good time to amp heal right here. But unfortunately, you don't have amp heal. Good beat. I'll give you credit on that beat. That beat actually might have won the fight. Single out that Lucio. You want a speed boost though. I'm telling you, speed boost a lot more. Take the 1v1 though. Take the 1v1. Nice. Keep looking for that Lucio, or keep looking for that Zen. You're not gonna kill the tank right there. You could even or they're gonna C9. Okay, nice. So let's say if they're not gonna C9 in the situation, you can boop them back exactly like you did right there, and then you're gonna want to go like straight over here, and you're gonna focus on both the supports, because you're not gonna kill a nano tank. You're not gonna even have a chance. So you're gonna want to focus on what's killable. So what is killable? Zen and Ana. Both of those are like massive easy kills. They're both easy to solo off. You know the Zen's still alive. Probably don't really know for a fact if the Ana's still alive. But yeah, just keep that in mind. So far, not playing bad. All right, we are back. I accidentally reset the whole game, so I had to go back to where I was. Unfortunate. I kept on like, my LT's a little like it's kind of weird. My LT's like kind of messed up, where if I slightly press it, it'll like tap it like 3 times, which is very annoying. But I mean, it's whatever. And then I accidentally pressed double square trying to just like figure something out, which double square resets the whole game. I have a habit of doing that. For example, why did you die right here though? You're sitting out in the open. So what could have been a better spot than right here? Well, right here, you could position yourself so you can, even if they push you forward right there, use your speed real quick, move back right over here, and then you can keep shooting right over here. All right, speed up right here. Unfortunately, you died, so the rest of your team's probably going to die as well. You got to be the game-changing player. Honestly, I don't hate that amp at all. You did everything that you could to keep that Doomfist alive right there. Doomfist was just going to send it in, and he's going to die. Nothing that you can do. So, unfortunate. You did everything that you could right there. As well as just keep looking for damage. Nobody needs healing, so use your speed boost. So, let's kind of talk about like off angling a little bit as well. Is, for example, if you got like players that are kind of pushing up like right over here, you can kind of speed boost yourself like right over here, maybe even right over here. You can kind of speed boost right here. You can position yourself like right down here, and then speed boost yourself back over here. Actually, I don't know if you'll be able to make that unless you're like way up here. So you could probably speed boost yourself like right over here, kind of go up this wall right here, go against this wall right here, and kind of speed boost yourself back around if you need to. But or you can even like touch point, which would be good as well. Is if you kind of like be able to get the boop right here. If let's say for example they're pushed up a little bit too far, you're able to boop them off the high ground, and then you can rotate like right back over here real quick, use your amp speed if you absolutely need to, and kind of like touch point for a second, wait right over here, and you can kind of just like hold point for a second, wait until they like regroup and everything like that. Probably like a little bit more better is like right here, just so you have a little bit of an off angle, and then when they try to push you and everything like that, go right here. Then you go like right over here, and then you boop yourself back to the rest of your team, and then your rest of your team can be able to walk forward a little bit more and make a little bit more space. Because the thing about bronze players is they all follow the leader, aka the tank. So if the tank realizes that you're on point, he's gonna walk over there, and then the rest of your team's able to push up. But that's kind of like taking an off angle or anything like that. Or if you see a player like, for example, Ventures over on this side right here, you can dive that Venture and take the 1v1 against that Venture any day of the week. For example, after she uses all of her cooldowns, you can speed boost yourself, take the Mega, make sure she can't do any make sure she can't do anything, and once she's out of her cooldowns, then you finish her off. With Lucio, you need to be able to have that ability to take 1v1s. Now, it's pretty tough because you don't have a whole lot of health. You only have 225 now. I used to have 250, so being able to take those 1v1s were a lot easier, but now you only have 225. So you need to focus on being able to take those 1v1s once again. Because if you're not taking those 1v1s, you're not going to be able to do a whole lot. Or you're not even going to find like a very good amount of success. Amp heal, once again, not really necessary. Because now, look at this. You don't have amp heal for the actual main fight. So, let's say your Doomfist is going to feed again like that. Yeah, you weren't even going to be able to amp heal him in general. Okay, Ana saves your life. Why are you backing up, though? You need to keep going forward. You need to go right over here. You need to amp heal these two guys right here. Because these two guys right here probably need the amp heal bad.
I'll just take the objective.
So, or just even heals in general. Actually, they probably don't even need the amp heal. All they need is a little bit of healing. See, this is the time where it would actually be good to heal. Nice. For example, right over there, with a Reinhardt hold the shield, you can kind of boop him back pretty far because of the boop passive. So you can kind of get or dash yourself off this wall right here, go behind him like this, boop him back towards your team, free kill. Now, what overall is going on in the situation? These two people are going to 1v1 the Ana, so you can control this area right over here. I highly doubt they're going to die to an Ana. If they do die to an Ana, that's really bad. Okay. Keep looking for damage. Once again, you want to look for damage constantly. As well as if Zen pushes up a little bit too far, you can boop him off the edge. Okay. For example, right there would have been a pretty good actually no, never mind. I was gonna say I probably would have amp healed that just to stay alive. Probably could have worked. You used amp heal I think a little bit too early right there. Now you're going to use speed boost right here. So the reason why you're going to want to use speed boost right over in this area right over here is because after your team's done cleaning up, you don't want them to sit over here. You don't want them to spend any more time that they're sitting right in this area right here. You're going to speed boost them back and just have them go back. Did your tank ult? He did ult. Okay, nice. Nice.
Look at us go. Oh, time to accelerate.
Yep. You're going to use your speed boost, get back. This would be a perfect time to use ult right here because your Ana's not getting out of there. Neither is your Genji. This would be the perfect time to react for an ult.
Oh, let's break it. Damn.
Good. You actually saved your Ana's life right there. I believe you saved your Ana's life. A little bit of an early Oh no. Rip hand. Or a little bit of a late ult. I mean, use it to last second ability. I do push that out. Very risky though, so just keep that in mind. Keep looking for damage, doing whatever you can. Look for damage. Use your heal. The fact that the Genji was actually able to get out, he may still die actually. Nope, he's actually able to get out. It's kind of crazy. Amp heal once again. No, it's a big no. You don't want to use amp heal yet. You want to use it when your team absolutely needs it. Oh.
I am on fire.
Honestly, that's a good trade. That's a good trade. Nice. Nice boops. They'll probably play a game too. Okay, speed boost. You want to use your speed boost? You want to get over there. You don't want to amp your speed boost. You just want to use your speed boost so you can get right over here. Easy, another boop right there. Because if you're using your heal and your wall ride and everything like that, you're not going to gain like a whole lot of distance. So you're going to want to use your speed boost. You're going to want to use your speed boost right over into this area right here. And then you're going to want to heal. For example, they could have been saved right there. But unfortunately, it took you a little too long to get over there. And in result, you died. Both your DPS died. And now it's a possibility that you're going to not be able to win. So what you should do right here, though, is you could have easily wall rid back for a second. Then wall rid forward right here. Boop either one of them off. Here you probably could have been able to teleport. So you could have booped the Ana off right there. But instead, you kind of like rotate it a little bit more too wide right here and focus too much on the Reinhardt. You got to focus on what's killable. So both of the supports. If you can distract both of the supports and still maintain like a good ability to survive, well, distracting both these supports, Reinhardt's dead insta. But now the fact that everybody's focusing on Reinhardt, guess what? Reinhardt doesn't die. Because you have two supports right over here who are hard focusing the Reinhardt. And if you have two supports focusing on Reinhardt, there's a good chance he's probably not going to die. As well as this is a perfect opportunity to speed boost back. Very dangerous going straight into the enemy team like that. But yeah. Sorry about the cough. Okay. No. So even though you're Genji ulted right here, you don't want to ult yourself. And the reason why you don't want to ult yourself is because you'd be only amping one player. Now, could he make a massive play with that? Yes, but I normally wouldn't recommend ulting one player like that, because there's a good chance that it's probably not going to work out. I mean, I guess you got your trade. But unfortunately, though, didn't really work out. I guess if you want to play high risk, high reward, you can ult that, though. But normally, I wouldn't kind of ult that. I kind of just reset with my team, wait, and then ult the last fight. Because there's probably a 9 out of 10 times you're not going to win that fight, especially in bronze. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunate. Kind of just a sloppy group up. Not really a lot you can do there.
Ready for battle. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Just speed up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'll turn it up.
The enemy.
Catch these healing waves.
Nice. Keep looking for damage. No need to speed up. No need to go like right over there. You have an Ana taking care of these two guys right here. So you and your Genji can easily take this high ground. You can sit on this high ground and you can do whatever you want on the high ground. Kind of going and throwing yourself on point right here, a little too dangerous, because then that makes you the frontline target. And something that the thing about bronze is that when you are a frontline target, they will only shoot you. The person they see first, they will shoot. It doesn't matter if you're the tank. It doesn't matter if you're the DPS or the support. If you're in front, they will shoot you. They have no sense of target priority. Nice. For example, right there. Let's say if any other player was kind of like pushed up a little bit too far and your tank was back, like for example, let's say your Bastion was right there, or the Venture was right over here and the tank was far back, they're gonna completely ignore the tank. I don't even know what I'm saying right at that point. Okay, the point that I was trying to make, which absolutely made no sense at all, is for example, they're gonna shoot the first person they see. So the tank flew himself in here. Everybody's gonna shoot the tank. That's kind of what I was trying to get at, and I had a very bad explanation on that made zero sense. Like I kind of realized that as I was talking. But yeah, I hope I got that point through. I'm still a little bit rusty. I haven't coached a video in almost a week now, so I'm kind of like a little rusty on it. But I have been doing like a lot of research on how other Overwatch coaches coach their videos, so I can kind of get like an idea on how they coach and compare it to my coaching. So maybe I can improve and just add in like extra details that maybe they added and everything like that. Okay.
This is my favorite part.
Once again, I don't want to see you turning around to wall ride out. I want to see you looking forward while you wall ride out, because you can look for extra damage if you look forward and wall ride out. Maybe you can look for a way for a second speed boost right there, and then you can kind of keep looking that way, and then look towards the enemy team speed, or look towards the enemy team and keep looking for damage. Because I have noticed this quite a bit. Times you like use one wall ride, you use another wall ride, and you'll just keep going like that. And I'd rather see you go like this, where if you don't know where you're at, you look behind you, go like that, and then you go like this. Oh, go like that. That would be better, because then you can get a lot more damage out. For example, right here though, your tank is pretty low, so you can rotate like right around into this area right over here. You can kind of get an off angle and see if you can pinch somebody out right here. So the reason why I say that is because you can use your speed, your healing amp on your Sigma right over here, because your Sigma is going to be low. He's probably going to die. As well as if you are able to rotate over here, you're able to boop the Reinhardt back, which can save your Sigma's life. So as well as the Reinhardt probably isn't going to die. So what you could do, even like what would be even better, is you can rotate yourself like right over into this area right here, and then you can start damaging the Kyrie right there. There's a Baptiste up top. He's free kill, but I'm assuming he's probably going to, actually he might not die. Yeah, if you would have rotated over here a little bit more sooner, can save your tanks. You can save your tank's life, and then you'll be able on top of that be able to like look for someone to solo out. So now that you've used amp right here though, you want to keep because this is exactly what you should have done, just a little bit more sooner. You're gonna want to keep this Venture back.
Yes, very good.
Amp up this beat. Oh, let's break it. Damn!
All right. Once again, this is your biggest, or this is a massive issue what you're doing right here. You look away like this, you go like that, and then by the time you look at the situation, you have no clue what's going on. But if you would have kept looking backwards like this, move back, be familiar with the ground. I know you're like relatively new to Overwatch, so it's going to be a bit more difficult understanding the map, but you have to have like eyes in the back of your head when playing Overwatch. You got to know exactly what's going on in the map. Map-wise, you got to know exactly where everything is, because it's going to save you a lot of time. Thankfully, their Reinhardt full sent it in, so he's going to die. What can you do? Distract. Perfect. Right here. This is a good distract. You can go right over here, boop these two guys back. Venture's probably going to die, yeah. I was going to say, she's probably going to full send that. But yeah, you see exactly right there, though. That distraction right there got the Kyrie killed, because Kyrie was so focused on what was going on right over here that she didn't realize the whole picture. And when she didn't realize the whole picture, she kind of walked out wide, got a free kill. You can go back and do that again, honestly. Or you can even try to finish off the Venture, because the Venture somehow hadn't died yet. Either or works. Speed boost in. This is a perfect time to speed boost. You can ping right forward, and you could speed boost your whole team in. Your team's going to full send this forward. You get 2 free kills right here. This is the perfect time when you want a speed boost.
You see this?
Unfortunately, you used heal, or you held heal the whole time, and you wall righted, not really near your team as well. So you want to speed boost in right there. That would be the perfect time to amplify your speed boost and go in and allow your team to get that kill. As well as right here. Once again, looking away. This like genuinely scares me when you look away, because I don't know what's going on in this situation after that. Like you're out of the fight for 3 seconds and you have no clue what's going to change in those 3 seconds. Everything could change in 3 seconds. You never know. Fortunately, Genji fed. Now what you could do right here though is you could go like right back here. You can maybe try to boop him forward, or you can maybe even try to boop these guys backward and then rotate out and just try to speed boost your Sigma out and speed boost the rest of your team out. I highly doubt you're probably going to die rotating out like that. Yeah, for example, right there, I highly doubt you're going to die when rotating out. And the reason why I say that is because, I mean, this is bronze. So you can get away with that stuff.
Barrier initialized.
Now, later in ranked, if you're able to get up to gold, then you're going to start like, that'll be like a learning moment of like what you can do and what you can get away with and what you can't get away with. Which the higher the rank, the harder it is to get away with stuff, for example. So just keep that in mind, that like right now you can get away with some pretty dumb stuff. But the higher the rank, you got to be aware of like the dumb stuff that you do. You got to recognize that as well. Like all the dumb stuff that you get away with is what I'm trying to refer to. And you got to realize that you can't really do that necessarily later on. Unfortunately, you missed your boop right there. Boop them sideways and kind of just rotate back out like right over here. Not really a whole lot you can do. Stay up in the air. Make sure you don't take any damage, and maybe try to, if you could, you didn't really need to amp heal right there. You can boop them back for a second. Maybe she'll mess up on one shot, and then you can rotate back over here, and then you can kind of just amp heal, because I can guarantee they're probably going to get, someone's going to get attacked by that venture.
What is that syzygy?
Maybe I'll try something different this time.
Yeah, going back on the making dumb plays, whether it's the right decision or not, you'll learn. This is what I'm saying. Once you get into the right, or once you get into a higher rank, so you'll work out those old habits if you can keep in mind and be aware of the habits that are kind of getting you killed a whole lot. I believe this is when you were talking about that you dove straight into the enemy team. No worries. I mean, it happens. If you're frustrated, it happens a lot more. Even I'll do that sometimes if I'm frustrated. It's unlikely, but I've done that like once or twice. I think I've done that like once this season. I kind of just full sent it in there because I just wasn't even focused on what was going on in the whole situation. So even good players will do it too.
That was just a sound check. Let's get loud. I feel great.
Okay. So this is another thing, is you can push forward. You could have pushed forward a little bit more sooner. You kind of sat back once again, not really looking for a whole lot of value. You need to push forward a lot more. You need to look for maybe even an off angle or anything like that. You need to be looking for value. For example, right here, this would have been the perfect time to start focusing the Bastion right there. Get rid of this ASAP. Punch it. Nice. Perfect. Gonna amp heal right there. You're gonna keep the rest of your team alive. Unfortunate. So what you should have done is kind of like position yourself like right over here into this area right here. Stay alive, because you need to stay alive, because if you don't stay alive, you unfortunately lose. Like your beat right there, you needed to farm beat without dying. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Overall, okay. Overall, where are you going? Okay. Oh my gosh, if I can find. Okay, good enough, good enough. All right. So overall, what do you need to work on? Amp healing only when you need to amp heal. That's very important. You need to do that a lot more because you kind of like randomly using your amp heal. Once again, players even in Diamond will do that. So, I mean, I see it happen a lot of times at Diamond. So, get rid of that habit of randomly using your amp and make it more calculated. Like when you know that your team's probably going to take a lot of damage and someone's probably going to die, that would be the perfect time to amp heal. Or if they just get low in general, you can, like, if you got like 2 people critical, amp heal. That would be a good time. There's certain cases where like you don't really need to. For example, if they have like cover or something like that, then you don't need to amp heal. But if they're out in the open, amp heal them. You do also need to find isolated targets. This game right here, there wasn't too many like targets that you could isolate out. There was a few times, or there was probably like maybe 8 or 9 different times you could have isolated a certain player out and actually ended up winning a fight off of it. So, like what I mean by isolate is like if a player, for example, like you can kind of take like a little bit of an off angle and everything like that. Take a 1v1 every now and then. If there's somebody on an off angle, you can take that 1v1. You gotta, like with Lucio, you gotta win 1v1s. You gotta win isolated fights. I mean, almost with every character. Like if you want to rank up, you got to win those isolated fights. As well as there's a lot of times turning around and then gliding. Wouldn't necessarily recommend. Honestly, if you do Lucio surfing, because I remember I like absolutely sucked with Lucio, and then Lucio became meta, so I like straight up or Lucio was like a really good pick at the time. I think it was. I don't think he was like hard meta, but he was a really good pick at the time. So what I did was I literally sat for like, I think it was like 10 hours, just straight up Lucio surfing. Now, I mean, are you going to have like 10 hours out of your day? Probably not. I have the day off. So I literally just sat there and Lucio surfed the entire day. And I took like maybe like 2 1-hour breaks. Yeah, I was that dedicated to being like better with Lucio that fast because I knew what I needed to do with Lucio. I just didn't know how to wall ride very well. And as well as you don't need to like wall ride every second either. It does help you being able to maneuver around with your walls or with the walls, but you're going to want to focus on kind of like having a 3D, like basically the eyes on the back of your head though, as well. You're going to want to focus on that. You don't want to turn around and you don't want to like speed boost that way because you're not going to be able to get out any damage. You can look around for a second, look at the situation, figure out what you're going to do, and then start speed boosting back and looking at the enemy team again. Once again, just getting out as much damage as possible. There's a lot of times where you kind of looked a little bit confused, kind of stalled a little bit, and it cost you a lot of team fights. Even that last fight right there, I think if you were maybe pushing up a little bit more further and a little bit more aggressive, you might have actually been able to win that fight if you would have played like a tiny bit more aggressive right there. Because you kind of sat a little bit AFK, and I just wouldn't really recommend that. I kind of recommend trying to look for any value that you can get away with. And then, once again, just find anything, search up a Lucio surfing thing, and just start using the Lucio surfing. It'll make you way better at your movement. But yeah, anyway though, sorry if I like got my words mixed up or anything like that, or it didn't make any sense on certain times. I haven't coached a video in like almost a week, so I'm a little rusty. But yeah, once again though, I do hope this video helped you out. Like and subscribe once again, and I will see you later.